Good morning, everyone. This is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're here to do day 29 of Inktober, which our little chart page is filling up. We got 2 more days, and we're going to go from there. So I guess we got a lot of suggestions. Morning, Janet. Scott just left for work. And it's in the 50s degree Fahrenheit, and we have outdoors, it's 99% relative humidity. So I'm ready for a little sunshine. I'm going to have to use my happy light today to just lift my spirits a little because this rain has got me down. So let me pull the list out. Janice Glines has given us some, and we got some more from Mary. Let's see, what do I want to do? Well, let's do a witch on a broom just flying over a full moon or something here. I don't know that there's going to be a full moon on Halloween, but you know. Oh, and Tippy wants in, of course. Just a minute. I told you it was cold when you went out there. So now you got to go lay down and behave yourself. All right. I think this yellow actually comes out more orange than it does yellow. Is it going to work at all? I had a little pad of paper here. Oh, I set my coffee cup on it. It's filling out really nicely. See, that's more orange than it is yellow. Oh, you can't see. Yeah. Maybe we'll do the back side of it. We'll just do a little on the edges here. On one edge. Oh, okay. And we'll do some of this, and then we'll just put a black silhouette of a witch on top of the moon. Of course, the black pen was still a little wet, so I just went through it and picked up some. Oh well. Yesterday, I couldn't see anybody in chat, and then after I had signed off, Anne was going, "Hi, Becky, I'm here," in the comments section. It was just very odd. Never had that happen before, but that's okay. You know, these short little videos probably aren't for everybody, but I'm just not feeling like talking for, an hour or two, and that seems to always be when the gal up the street wants to start texting me messages, and she does speech to text. So when I get a text from her, I have to scroll down the screen, and I don't like to do that much reading on the phone. And it's always a question about a new cat that's shown up, and I'm just like, look, we can't rescue them all. I don't know them all. I know the ones that show up at my house. That's what I know. All right. There's that. I've got my big fluffy robe on today that I made. Starting to look kind of dodgy, but hey. Oh, and they just, And it's because she's talking into her phone, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Oh, you made some cookies? Every time you talk about rock cake, I'm like, gosh, that sounds so hard. You must have to dip it in your tea. Because I just keep thinking, rock cake and cookies just sounds hard as rocks. I'm going to put her broom down. And then I'll have her knee here. Oh, she's got a big head. Wow, she's got a big head. You know what? It's okay. It's just to symbolize, right? I drew that hat way too big. Oh, no. Oh, well. It's all right. Give her a couple little feet hanging down here. Oh, dear. Well, you get the idea. Yep, true. I'm trying to think of some of the things my grandmother made, because I mean, she was born in 1908. She had 9 children. She was 17 when she got married. No, 16 when she got married. So she had children during the Depression. So, and my grandfather, while she was at home with the children, which was, she had 8 boys and 1 girl. And she had 7 boys, then my mother, and then she tried for another girl and got another boy. So anyway, my grandfather would go up to Canada and work on logging ventures up in Canada. And I always wondered, do I have, aunts and uncles from up there? Because that kind of thing happened. But Grandma was there with the boys. That's what she always said. Me and the boys ran the farm. That's what she would say. Because my grandfather was always gone. So the boys learned to be farmers at very young ages. But they always had food because Grandma always had a garden. And the hobos, as they said, there was marks around the farm that you could get a meal at the Carr's farm. They might make you do some work, but my grandmother would feed them. They call them hobos and tramps. Now they call them homeless. It's weird how the terms change. You know what I should have done is put a couple little stars. Maybe I'll just do some, I don't know. That doesn't. And the lady that I watch from Jamaica, she messaged over Instagram this morning that she is safe. She kept her roof, but she said she lost a lot of her mature trees that her father had planted. Italian pines. She said she thinks he had planted like 7 of them, and she only has, she thinks, 2 left. And she lost her avocado tree and her coconut tree, and she listed another tree, but she hasn't been out. But she said she kept her roof, but because of the winds, the water was pushed up under her doors. So inside her house, she's got to dry out a bunch of stuff. So I had sent her a message, and I said, just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you and hoping you're safe, because I would watch her as I was cooking breakfast when when her father has passed away, but she had gone back to Jamaica to take care of him. And she was doing these early morning sewing sessions and before she'd go to the pool. And I so enjoyed watching her. She's Anne Marie Makes on Instagram. And she's just the sweetest lady, and she just makes the most beautiful clothes. So I was glad to get a message from her. Hey, stop it. As soon as I put you out there, you're going to want right back in. And yes, my stars are black. It's Halloween-y, right? Yes, I was so glad to hear she's safe. The devastation, though, the videos and the pictures, oh my gosh. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, so I did a witch. So somebody had said a witch. Where is it? Right here. That was Mary P. A witch on a broom. So I did that. So we only have 2 left to do, and I still have a whole bunch of things, but we're running out of month. But anyway, there's my Inktober for today, and this little thing is very full. So I will let you guys go, and I'll be on after Ann this afternoon. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll come up with something. Oh, before I go, or maybe I should do a separate live. I don't know. I'm going to do it now. I'm working on that baby sweater here that I got the free pattern for. And you'll notice it has buttons, right? It has buttons and buttonholes. Let's see if I can get it where you can see the picture. You can see the buttons there. Okay. It tells you to do all of this here. Sorry, my eye's itching. All right, for the left front for girls or the right front for boys. And then it tells you how many to cast on. And you work that for so many rows. And then you, the next row, after you get to the length they're saying, they say to cast on additional stitches for the sleeves. So here's what I'm working on right now. This is the side they're talking about. And this is the left side, left front. Well, this is the right front for boys, left front for. But anyway, it tells you to work all of this. It never mentions the buttonholes or whatever for the side. This is the right side of this. So this is actually, anyway, it doesn't tell you, it tells you to work the whole thing. And then it says place 3 markers on the left front for the girls or right front for boys for buttonholes. Having top button so many inches from the top and so many inches from the bottom is another one, and then you put the other one halfway in between. Work buttonholes as follows, and then it just says next row, right side, knit 2 together, yarn forward, knit to the end of the row. But the problem is they don't tell you where to do this when you're working on the front, it just tells, I don't understand, because you have to work it all up, but then it doesn't have a band on it or anything that you're putting these buttonholes in. It's supposed to be in the front of the sweater. So I am really confused. There's no band, Janet. That's just the thing. There's not a band in sight. I've got to let Piper back out in the bonus room before she rips the door apart. snagging a cookie before Greg wakes up because he'll eat the last two. So there's one of my cookies that I did up. See how chocolatey it is? But anyway, there is no telling me where to put buttonholes. So if this is the right front, I don't have any buttonholes. I can put the buttons here, but then it'll button backwards for a little girl. And I'm not tearing this all out. Hi, Melanie. So you're supposed to do the front and the back. I've already done the back of the sweater. So that was my swatch. This is the back. So if I lay this down with the right side, all right, this is the right side of this. I'm going to move my little kitty cat to denote this. This is the right side. I'm just going to hook it on one of these stitches. So if I lay this down with the right side down on the table, and this is right side up, for a little girl, the buttonholes would be on this side. And to be able to measure down, you would have to finish the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say to do. And then you measure so far down. But then it just says for the buttonholes, as next row, right side, knit two together. But they don't tell you where the next row is. Because see, you're supposed to work the whole thing. And it says cast off. And then it says to place the 3 markers for where the buttons are going to go. Work buttonholes as follows, but they don't tell you when to do that. They tell you when to do it, but where, because it just says next row on the right side. So I have no clue. I don't know. Because I know you're supposed to put it 3 inches down from the top. This I have to keep going until this is as long as the back. So this section is 3 3/4 inches here. So if anybody's watching and you've made this free pattern from Peyton's Bamboo Baby Cozy Cardigan pattern, if you've made this, how did you figure out where to put the buttonholes? I'm just worried, Janice, because see how far this comes in? It's like the 2 sides overlap, just like they look here. So this side would overlap for a little girl, the other side. I'm going to keep going as it is and see if somebody will say they've made this. I might go in search of this, or maybe I'll send an email to the Patton's Yarn, because that's just, I'm very new to knitting, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The problem is the first buttonhole from the top has to be 3.5 inches down from the top. And I think I've already passed that. If I lay this on top of that, because I'm assuming this is going to stop about the same place as the back, you would think. So 3 3/4 would be way down here, because the top of this is supposed to fold back. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I'll come up with something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Melanie. See if there's a correction out there. I don't want to tear it back, because tearing Knitting back freaks me out. I can do it so easily for crochet. Knitting, it's like, to me, you've pulled it all out, then the stitches aren't on the needle anymore. And how do you pick it up without turning the stitches or whatever? So this is just a faux pas for me. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll go see if I can find if there was a correction or whatever. And if all else fails, as you say, I can just figure out the buttonholes and make it button backwards for a little girl. That's all I can think of. So I would just have to figure out where to put the buttonholes on the other side. All right. Take care, you guys. And I will see you guys at 1:30 after Anne. Bye.